All right. Good morning, good evening. I am Mindmore. And this is All the Mods 10 to the Skies. This is going to be episode 26. And yeah, my voice is a little off today. I am sick, so please bear with me. Um, yeah, just not feeling that great. Stuffy nose, all the usual things that go along with it. So we're going to work on a few things. I've been doing a lot of stuff offline. Because I wasn't feeling that great. And I was just like, I need to just get this done for you guys. So, um, what was I trying to do? Mac. And then we're going to get out the induction casing that I used, the ultimate induction cells. We're going to start with those. We're going to get a bunch of glass and some induction ports. We are going to go upstairs. Okay, we're not flying, so let's go over here. Oh, that's not an up. This is an up. Okay, we're going to go over here. I've already pre-run the cables, so what's going to happen is all the power from there is going to come over to here. This is the input, and this is the output. Right now, they're both connected because I didn't want to, make any mistakes or anything like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to run a bunch of these boxes here. How many do I have here? 3 there and 3 on that side. Okay, good. All right, so let's get rid of that and that. I guess that's big enough. I don't think we're even going to fill this up, so this is just a good guess on my part. And sorry, I made a few animals. I got sick of not having the stuff that I needed, and I want to start making some cool meals. So I ended up making a little farm over there, and I used one of the, what are they called? Pearls, this one here, the gateway. It summoned 6 cows, 6 chickens, 6 sheep, 6 pig. So I did that so I could get the base of that, and then I made a few cooking with blockhead things underneath. Like there's a watering tank, there's a feeding trough that automatically breeds them, and yeah, it's been going a little crazy, just a little bit. And I fixed my lag issue that I was going on. It turns out it was pipes, the pipes with a Z. And once I got rid of most of those pipes, that's what most of the time I was sitting around doing work on the base was actually removing all the pipes. The item pipes were causing a bunch of lag in the system because I think I had too many of them. That's at least what I used Spark, one of the mods that's in here, to check the TPS of the game, and that's the one that was coming up with the highest utilization. So I got rid of the pipes, and it seems to have fixed the issue. So I'm doing, things are going quite well now. So yeah, we're gonna make an induction thing here. We're gonna make it basically just a giant battery. Oh boy. All right, and I did a little cleanup down here too. Sorry, I just need to get rid of these guys. They're really annoying, and I don't feel like fighting them, so I'm just gonna do that instead. It's just much easier when they just die like that. Okay. And I made a backpack too, because I didn't want to have to deal with. Can I use that? I can't use that. Why? Yeah, I'm sorry for all the sniffling and just the change in my voice. Trying to get better as quick as I can, but you can only do so much to make you feel better. Let's just see if we can get the rest of this stuff done here. Okay, and then what we're going to do after this, we're going to fill it with our ultimate casings and stuff like that. And then once we move move to more mechanism power, we'll be able to just add an input slot on the side here for when we get the turbine going. And that is going to help us get as much power as we need. Hold on 1 second. All right. Let's see if we can get this done here. Really should have just gotten this done beforehand, but I figured maybe you guys would want to see this. Because this thing, it does take a long time to craft. The components there's a lot of components needed for this. But once you have this done, the benefit is really good. You always have a lot of power sitting around waiting for you. I think we can use these as the floor, I think. Pretty sure we can. I don't think we need a solid floor. Now, if it doesn't work right away, then I know exactly what the cause is, right? Because it's the floor. Because I know the sides, right? The sides and the top can be glass. I just can't remember if the floor can be glass as well, too. I think so, because that's like most mechanism machines you can use as long as you use their glass. And it's fine to do. So we're going to try this out here. Okay, so we need an induction port right here, and we need an induction port here. And then fill in the glass there, fill in the glass here, come out of here, go like this. Let's see if we get the red sparklies. We do. Nice, very good. And I don't have any things on me, so home. All right, so I'm gonna need a bunch of these, and I'm gonna need. Where's this one? I need a bunch of those. And then a stack of those. The other thing I made too is I made a bunch of these waystones. So I can use them to get around the base. So wherever I need to go, I can just click on one of them. So I know that I'm right beside the power production. So if I click that, I'm right here. And there we go. And there's one right there. I made a bunch of them because I had a lot of stuff. So there's one there. There's one there. All right. So we have 2 FE. In here, there's 0 capacity right now. Okay. That's because I haven't added the induction stuff in there. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll break these 2. Okay. Turn off my engine so I don't go crazy. All right. Put that there. Put this here. Then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 1, and 2. Okay, and then we'll just put the other ones right on top of it so they kind of mesh with it. And then all you do is if you want more capacity, you just add more of them. You don't have to go and start with the purple ones, like the advanced ones, like I did. I only did that because I'm already at the point, right? So now we have a capacity of 32 trillion FE. Yeah, so we've got quite a bit. So now what we do is go over here, go underneath here, and then what we're going to do is just break this. Okay, and then we go back up, and then we're going to switch this one to output. Okay, so now it's outputting directly to that. So it's output of almost a million FE. We're getting close to it. Input, or the input's a million FE, and then the output is whatever it's requiring at the moment, right? So that cable is completely full, and that cable is empty. That's because these are filling it up, right? There's no more buffer anymore on them, which is great, which means they're using the uranite, which we've got a ton of. So I don't have to worry about trying to store that stuff, because I was starting to worry about what I was going to have. Look at this. We've already got 1.9 giga FE. So yeah, we're doing really good like this. I'm going to go schedule another build to get another 20 of those. Just because I'd like to have a nice big backup buffer. And I'm going to eventually, we did get wither skulls. So we're going to fight the wither. I don't know if it's going to be this episode or the next one. But I do have to go ahead and kill all those cows and the sheep because I want to get the essence from them so I can do the botany pots, and then I don't have to keep actual entities in the world. I just can, make some more botany pots. What else? Oh, I roped these guys. I changed this a little bit. I put leads on all of them so that they can't walk around. And they're so much more efficient when you do that. When they can't just walk and go all the different places and get stuck on the walls. They're just doing their jobs right away. They're not doing anything else. It's great. I think that was causing some lag issues too. That's why I decided to tie them all up. What else do I need here? Oh, I made a couple more. I removed the laser stuff that we did last time. That actually requires the warden to be underneath, like how in an industrial foregoing you have the wither. To get the wither essence, you need the warden, I believe, underneath him. And so the laser can actually shoot directly into him to get stuff out of him. So yeah, we couldn't do the little setup that we had here, so I just destroyed it for the time being. I added more crafting monitors. These are all 64Ks. What else did I do? Yeah, I changed all the power out here. None of these are, except the few here that are left over. But I removed all the power, all the, not those ones. I didn't bother with those ones because those are old. But everything over here is now mechanism pipes. All mechanism over there. So that's perfect. We have a whole lot of stuff coming in. Oh, I did endstone too. I forgot about that. I didn't mention that. I did endstone. Yeah, so the last one here is doing endstone. Crushed endstone. So I've got the netherite, diamond, gold, iron, flint, and string. Getting all the different bits and pieces because we have to get to the end to fight the ender dragon. So we needed to make the end cake. That's here because there's no other way to get there. There's no way to build it. So you need the end cake to get to the end. Okay. So to do that, we required skulk and skulk sensors and some coarse fruit. And what was it? I think it's ender eyes, but we could already make those. But yeah, there was a bunch of things that we didn't have, so I had to do the end stone. Where did I do the end stone? I think it was over here. Yes, end stone, which is a piece of glowstone and then your typical netherite generator. Okay. This is the only one using lava now. The other two are not using lava anymore because I changed out what they used underneath. I changed it to a netherrack block underneath. And over here, we're now using this. This is using netherrack instead of cobblestone, which gives you... So cobblestone only gave you 100 millibuckets of lava. Putting netherrack there, you're getting 500 millibuckets. So I was able to shrink this completely right down. So this used to have all of those. There's more here than there needs to be anyways. But I got rid of all the pipes here as well too. We ended up I just used AE to do that. And this thing is staying completely full with half as many. That was the other thing I meant to do. Was over here. We needed to upgrade the pipes. So let's get these out. So 1 and 2. So to upgrade the pipes, so right now these are advanced, then there's elite, and then there's ultimate, right? So each one has a different tier, has a different alloy. So these advanced ones here, if you just right click on them with a stack of the elite, the reinforced alloy, it'll start upgrading them. And then if you just click and hold, it'll keep upgrading throughout all the pipes, all the way down the line until it ends. We may run out. Let's see if we do. And we did run out. Okay, so let's go into our little thing here. And let's get another stack of each. Where is the other alloy? There it is right there. Okay, so we'll get another stack of that. And then we'll go here. So I used a whole stack plus... Still going. Still going. Maybe 2 stacks we're going to have to use? Wow. Yeah, we used 2 stacks. Hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. I had a cough that showed up. All right, so we need another stack of each. Where's the right? Another one there. All right, let's use another stack here. Just gonna go through and upgrade everything else. I'm surprised we have this many power wires so far. I didn't think we'd have this many. There we go. So two and 3/4. All right, and then let's upgrade these ones. I didn't need too many on that side. Okay, and then over here, we'll just do the same thing. We'll get to ultimate cables, and it'll just give us a nice big buffer as well too, which is really nice. Okay, so we've got another 2 stacks in our inventory, so we'll go all the way down to 6, and then it'll stop. Now, I can make the cables. I just had all those cables sitting in my inventory already, so I just figured I'd use the advanced cables and then just upgrade them later. It's the same cost about that. We're going to keep going here. This should go down to 6 and stop. There we go. All right, so they're all upgraded. Now, these cables now hold 4.6 giga FE or gig FE, whatever you want to call it, just in the cable buffer. So there's plenty of power in the net, like in the actual cables, that's going to hold on. Plus all the power that's in here, right? So we don't really have to worry about anything. We're almost getting a what was that? 1 million FE? Yeah, it's almost 1 million FE input just from these guys here. And I want to build up another line or replace these with the spirited ones, which is the one tier up from. No, not spirited. Nitro. That's what I was talking about. Nitro. But yeah, I want to eventually do that. So we got that done. We got that done. I did a little update. What else do we need to look at? Okay. Hostile neural networks. I need to get hostile neural networks going because I want to fight the Wither a bunch of times and start making unlimited nether stars. Once we get unlimited nether stars, then we can start building any of the power stuff or any of the stuff really. We need it as well for what is it? These crystalline ingots, I believe it is. Yes, the crystalline ingots need it. We need the crystalline ingots so we can get vibranium, right? And once we get vibranium, then there's a way to somehow get unobtainium. We need an unobtainium because at some point we need to make the star. And we need blocks of all that stuff. So, yeah, it's going to be a bit of a process, but I have to make a couple of these so that I can upgrade, because I already made a couple of the tables here. Right? So I made the basic table, I made the advanced 2 table, and then the elite one. I can't go any farther than the elite table because you need crystalline ingots as part of it. So if I go to the tier 4 one, right, and I look at the crafting recipe for it, these ones, I don't know where it is. It's somewhere in here, but they require the crystalline thing. Not that one. This one here. There, we need the crystalline ingots to do that, and I don't have those. So once I get one of these, then I can make the auto crafter, and then I can attach one of the AE boxes on top of the auto crafter, and then it can automatically create them whenever it needs them, right? And we have all the shards and everything else we need. That's just the crystalline ingots that don't have that. I'm trying to think what else that we need to look at right now. I know I'm going to get into Ortec. There's a bunch of stuff in there that we need to do, and some of the laser stuff so we can get the Warden and the Wither, and oh geez, there's just so much stuff. There's so much stuff that we need to get into. But I think for now, I'm going to end this one early because I'm not feeling that great. But we will continue. I will get some more progress done. We'll come back next episode and we'll start on, well, you know what, while we're here, let's look at hostile. Let's delete mechanism because there's just way too much stuff in mechanism. All right, so what we're going to need is we're going to need loot fabricators. Let's make, I guess we'll start with 10 of them. We'll start with 10 loot fabricators. We'll get 10 simulation chambers. Okay, we'll start with that. We'll get a deep learner. Oh, we don't know how to make a redstone repeater for some reason. Stone repeater. I don't know why I didn't have that programmed, but it is now. I'm just going to slap that in there. That's fine. All right, so deep learner, go. And then a bunch of model frameworks. We'll get 10 of those. And then I'm going to set up the matrix prediction. I need one of those. Okay, so we'll just grab one of those. We'll go up to here. We'll go through our list here. We're going to tell this we want to always keep at least 50 of these in stock. And you can do batches of 25, I'm guessing. There was something else that I needed to add here, and I don't remember what it is. There was something that I needed. Yeah, I don't remember. There was something that I needed to make a bunch of. I'll figure it out at some point, and then when I do, I'll show you the list of things that are being made automatically. And then you just put it in there and you tell it to go, and now it's going to start making all the stock for you. So when we put down the loop fabricators and the simulation chambers, it's going to need those to do the processes, right? And it's going to need the what is it? The prediction matrix to run through the simulations, right? And I'm going to have to export them directly to there so it can do them, right? And if we don't have those, it won't be able to do them, and we won't get any rewards or the predictions that needed to be done, right? And we're going to need the overworld prediction, the generalized nether, the ender predictions, and the twilight. Twilight? What? I didn't know you could do twilight stuff. I mean, I know you could do it, but I didn't know that you could actually get the twilight predictions. That's interesting. Okay. Well, anyways, we've got all this stuff made. We will get this all built upstairs because we're really running out of room down here, and I don't want to confuse everything too much here. So guys, I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me. It helps the channel. And we'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.